Joining me here in the Talk About Topeka studio is Kerrice Mapes from 785 Magazine. How are you, Kerrice?
Very good. How are you?
All right, so we have to talk about this. There's something to celebrate here.
There is a big celebration.
Celebrate party time. 785 Magazine.
Yes.
Little anniversary happening.
Yep.
Tell us about it.
We are turning 9 on the 15th. So
awesome.
9 years we've been doing 785 Magazine. Pretty excited. Every anniversary is a big one. But gosh, I woke up the other day and I went, really, 9? Wow. I only have 12 more years till I can actually go out and do the things.
Right.
And then, but it's nice because I start to think a little bit about where we've been and what we've done and how we've progressed. And the idea for 785 really came about 10 years ago. And I was with my dear friend, Michael Howe, and I had just graduated from college. I was a young professional. I was, had my first full-time job. And when you're in college, you're busy with or I was, with sorority and this club and groups and work and internships and everything. So your life is completely chaotic. And ironic enough, for the one time in my life, I went to work at 8. I got off work at 5. And I didn't know what to do. And so I didn't feel that, I really didn't feel like the Capital Journal was talking to me as a 24-year-old young professional. But I was gone from Washburn, so I no longer had those resources, getting the Washburn Review paper. I was no longer bartending, so I wasn't in the know. So anyway, my friend Michael and I went. It was before our first paycheck, gonna go celebrate. And we go down to get margaritas where I thought they were 99 cents. And these big margaritas come out, and I look at them. I go, I don't think these are 99 cents. And sure enough, we were there on the wrong day. So we look in our wallets. We pay our $5 each. We tip. We go, okay, we're done, and head out. And as we're driving back, we're just going to hang out at the house. At this point, I see a marquee for Rocking Jake, who's this awesome harmonica player from New Orleans who actually still comes and plays in Topeka at times. And I get really excited. I said, oh my gosh, this is what we're going to do this weekend. And sure enough, I look back, and it happened the weekend before. So Michael and I sat down on his porch in Notwin at the time, and the Bar Times was born 10 years ago, and it was going to be this paper that would tell you about where margarita specials were and where bands were playing. Well, started to think more about it and realized how I was multifaceted as a young professional, as a person, and there was more to me than just that. I wanted more information. I wanted to know where the cool kids were, where I was single. I wanted to know where the strapping young men were going to be, right? I wanted to know, how to get involved. What organizations could I be part of? I was interested in the arts, all of these things. And so I asked my friend Jamie Kennedy at the time. She's now a Hornbaker, on State Farm agent.
Yeah, we love Jamie.
She's on the back of buses. You probably have seen her. Don't hit her though, and if you do, call her. But she and I went to college together, and we had kind of co-founded the Public Relations Society there at Washburn. So we had some history together. So I called her up and I said, hey, I have this idea, and it wasn't just that night after a margarita. I still think this is a good idea. Let's do it. And so we took an entire year. We put our degrees to use and put together some focus groups. And I even she found a list the other day of all of the ideas, the names for the magazine of what it was going to be. And ended up with 785 Magazine. And we launched, our first issue was June, July. And on June 15th, 9 years ago, she and I hopped in my mom's Toyota Solara convertible with magazines in tow. And us plus a bunch of our good friends just went and hustled and just asked people if they would put it out, and if they would be part of it, and they would believe in us. And we had hustled some advertising before, and we had people who said, you won't fill one page of information of things to do in Topeka. We had people who believed us 110%, and here we are today.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
9 years later, here we are celebrating a big one.
Absolutely. And you know, it's neat too because we see all these different things. I know you've had the same experiences with the break room. We were talking about, we're the same age actually, the break room in 785. And a lot of things were happening that year. You know, Topeka Magazine came out at the same time that 785 did, right in that summer. TK Magazine came out that summer as well. There was really kind of a pulse of change when you look back that summer of 2006 of things that were starting to breed and just kind of grow in Topeka.
Congratulations on 9 years with 785 Magazine.
Congratulations on 9 years with the break room this year as well.
Thank you. Yeah.
A year with Talk About Topeka.
A year on the radio with Talk About Topeka and 3 on TV.
That's
so
crazy.
It's cool stuff.
Lots of good stuff.
And if we would have listened to the people who told us no, we wouldn't be here right now.
That's right.
So
hey, and they're probably listening to us now. Hi.
On that, I think that's the perfect message to send it off with. Thank you so much, Kerrice Mapes with 785 Magazine.